All right, YouTube. Today is Wednesday here in Nicaragua, Managua, the capital city. This is a response to the Demcat video when he went to the mall and he counted the number of stores that were closed. And I looked at a couple of comments of what people were saying, and a lot of people were, they were basically gathering their thoughts and saying, hey, this store is closed here in my town and this store in my town. And to some people, stores closing in malls is a bad thing. But it's not a bad thing to me, and I'll tell you why. I'll give you a little history here. The first store I ever opened was in Las Vegas. That's the first time I ever went in business, got my feet wet. And one thing I learned right away is that owning a store is a lot of responsibility. It ties you up from doing the things that you may want to do, and if there's other business opportunities that arise, you're kind of stuck in that store. And when it comes to malls, I've done mall businesses, but I would never do a mall business throughout the whole year. And the reason why for that is this. I know a guy who was in the mall at one particular time, and this is a question for you guys. What holiday is just as big as, no, it's not just as big as Christmas, but it's almost as big as Christmas, where a lot of people spend a lot of money? Halloween. This guy opened his store in the middle of August. And by October 31st, this guy had pretty much grossed over $300,000. Now, when I went into the mall, I would only go into the mall November, December. The reason for that is because when Christmas time comes, people are very emotional when it comes to buying. They have to get a present. There's kids, there's husbands, everybody wants a present no matter what financial situation you're in. So I would only go in the mall during that time. The reason that things are called Black Friday, the whole shopping season, is because this is when the stores actually come out of the negative and into the positive for its profits. This is the best shopping time of the year. So it's not really a bad thing for me, because here's what's happening, guys. All right, now remember back in the days when there was black and white television, and for those of you who weren't here during the shift, remember, I'm sure people who were creating companies that were creating black and white televisions were upset when they first heard about the color television. Some people weren't ready for that. Maybe they thought in their mind that black and white television was going to be the same. It was going to be this way for the whole time. There would never be any change. So they weren't ready when the competition came in and started making color television, or when companies just switched to color television. Remember the time maybe when there was horses who carried cargo and different things around and helped people travel from city to city, and then all of a sudden the car came. That put those guys out of business. You see, what I'm getting at is this, is that you have to be ready for change. Right now, what's going on in the shopping malls is probably this. It is convenient to order from online. You can get the same sales. You don't have to leave your house. It comes to your home. It's convenient. And the more and more people get a little more savvy with computers, the more and more you're going to have online sales. And less people will go to the malls. So like with me, I would never go to the mall until that time. But that's me for a business decision. And I'm sure those businesses that you have seen that have closed have found that out. So nothing to get alarmed about. Because you have to understand, we can sit here every day and cry about what's happening in America. What's happening in America is change. Sometimes you got to go through negative things in order to see the positive. America's going to learn from this tragedy. Trust me, they will. They're going to learn that it's bad, and I think we've learned that now. Things are going to change. People are going to rise up. People are going to hold the politicians' feet to the fire, and things will change. Just relax. So, but here's another problem I see too that is going on with American citizens. I was talking to a gentleman, and he was telling me how he had a 4-year degree in electrical engineering. He's unemployed, and he told me, I said, look, have you been looking for work? And he said, yes, I've been looking for work, but there's no jobs. I've been applying for a pizza man, deli, different jobs. So I saw something immediately wrong with that situation. Where are you looking? When some people say there's no opportunity, do they mean there's no opportunity in their city? You see, I'm in Nicaragua right now doing business, but I live in the States. I don't keep my world small when it comes to doing business. I like to look on a more broader scale. Like, for instance, this morning I was watching anime, and for some of you guys who don't know what anime is a kind of like Japanese cartoons, okay? But it's from Japan. So here I am watching anime, a Japanese cartoon, and it's actually being recited in Spanish. Same thing they have it in English. I'm sure they have it in France. I'm sure they have it in Germany, and so on. That's a product, or that's a TV show that's kind of broadcast all over the world. Since I've been in Nicaragua, I've heard Beyonce singing, not someone else singing for her, singing Spanish songs, versions of her songs. Same thing with Justin Timberlake. Because these artists know that, hey, I can't just concentrate on one market. They have to think broad, on a more broader scale. Right? Mostly artists travel all over the world. Some of their best business is out of the country. There was times that some artists wanted to be paid in euro because the currency was better than the dollars. You know? So what I'm trying to get at is this. Stay away from the comfort zone. A lot of people have become complacent, and they think that, oh, I need to just stay right here because it's safe. But then you find out that when the world changes and you're not willing to change, you're stuck. So this is a challenge for myself and for me, for anyone out there. Broaden your search when it comes to making money. Like, if someone came to me today and said, hey, you know what? Let's throw a concert in Israel. DJ Tiesto is coming. Let's bring DJ Tiesto. We can sell out an arena. Okay, you know what? I'm ready to invest. Let's go. That's the way you should look at things. You shouldn't just be, I am an American. I only want to do things in America. Well, guess what? If you have that mentality, when America's not doing so good, what are you going to do? So this is just my 2 cents on it. I'm not going to talk too long, but just some thoughts I want to get out there. So until next time.